and look at that, the Scarab did it again. The Scarab did it again. Hello and welcome to this episode. Now, we made over 8 divines with one little Scarab. We'll get into which Scarab that is and how we did it in this video. So, one little Scarab made us a lot of profit. We'll get into this little Scarab over here, but we'll get into why we ended up using that Scarab. We're trying the very popular and I would say almost clickbaity sort of strat, being the Rogue Exiles, with them being giant, and then you add the Titanic Scarab along with it. We were running the Tormented Spirit Scarab because you can torment them, so we increased the torment with that. Now, 4 additional rogues, each per this, and then the unique monsters, 2% toughness, damage, rarity, and quantity of items per 1% pack size of area. Now, unless you're running completely you will die if you don't have a mirror character, I wouldn't be running that. I pretty much wouldn't bother running Rogue Exiles at all, which leaves your Tormented Spirits. Now, the only thing I will say this does is make it drop a lot more gold, which, whether something drops me 10k gold or 20k gold or whatever per map, I'm after profit from drops, which this little Scarab made us do. So we ran 10 maps with that before I just had enough. It was not worth the place in my map device with that, and since we're running the Rogue Exiles, I kept running the Rogue Exile stuff, else I would have dropped them too, and I would have kicked them to the curb and not looked back. So we would have ended up with this, and we would have ran the other Tormented Spirits Scarabs that have got us profit in the past. Now, the Scarab that actually made us all our profit is the Cartography Scarab of the Multitude. Contains 8 to 12 additional packs of difficult and rewarding monsters which drop 300% increased maps. Now, it goes for 11 at the moment. You could probably pick it up more expensive and less expensive. It is slightly on its way down because people either don't want to pay the price that people are asking, or people aren't adding it to the builds in the right way. If we have a look at the Atlas, we went into the Rogue Exiles here, and then we went pretty much all map because we are farming T17s. Now, the quant item rarity wheel we got as well, but as you can see, we are going all maps, and we did the Rogue Exile. So we'll just grab a random map that's not so random. We'll grab a Toxic Sewer map that is going to be randomized. Temporal chains, blah blah blah. Yep. No reflect on it. No. Okay. The damage reduction might hurt us, but oh well. I'll show you the profits from running the maps after we do this. Get all that in there. So we go in, there's no special anything. One thing I will say that the Rogue Exiles do is make it possible for you to get heaps of scrolls of wisdom. Sometimes they're dropping like 20 scrolls of wisdom. Like, we got really profitable on scrolls of wisdom. I don't like any of them. And we're not done on the Eda Atlas either. We haven't gone into it. I decided this time round we would just go and focus on increasing map drop chance. That'll do. So we got Harbinger, Delirium, Harvest, Unblocked. This Harbinger is good because you get like the chance for a high tier drop, like a fracturing shard. The other stuff you can interact or not interact and it won't affect you. We also have what is it? I can't think of it. The one where they come into your map and attack you. Incursion. No, not incursion. Okay. Jun is part of the possible droppers, so it doesn't really affect our mapping, but it does affect the fact that it's something we can't avoid, because more than likely you'll run into it and you'll have to interact with it. So far, I don't think any of the Rogue Exiles have dropped us anything that we can actually be happy about. But it's not a, oh, this map they're not dropping much. That is pretty much what the Rogue Exile's been doing this whole entire time. Scarab did it again. The Scarab did it again. That wasn't the Rogue Exiles, that was a magic pack from that Scarab. That would have been from the Lumen Rogue Exile. It did it again, 120 chaos, just like that. Oh ho ho. And wait until I tell you how many times we've dropped that Ziggurat map. We have dropped it a lot. Okay. Now, I'm gonna clear up this map. Unlikely we'll drop another one because I've only dropped 2 if there's been a random drop and then a drop from the boss. I haven't actually dropped 2 in the open world. So I'll clear this up and we'll go over more in depth of the profits and everything. We picked up everything, and unfortunately we only got like a stack and a half of Wisdom Scrolls this time round. 3 Reign of Chaoses. We got 3 and 20 maps of the Valkyrie, which are worth like 2 each. So they're not exactly dropping a fortune, but we dropped another one. How many do we actually drop? 2 before we started running that Scarab. 6 in 10. Now 7 in 11. 7 maps in 7 T17 maps dropped in 11 maps that we ran, and certainly gonna sustain. Underground C is one of my connected. Yeah, I have 52 of them. I think I picked up 20, 30 of them this farming. So you're going to sustain your maps. You run the connected one, you run that, you're going to get the one you just ran, and you run that, and you just go back and forward that way. But yes, we picked up this, which is 10 chaos. We got this, which is worth 50. Yeah, 50. But yeah, if we just look at the exile, wealthy exile, 8.6 div is the amount here. It's actually quite spread out through it. If we look at the totals, it's actually quite a nice range of what we've actually picked up. Obviously, this is what we're farming. We are farming T17 maps. This stuff is just extra so we can sell, or maybe we pick up something we use. But yeah, this is what we're farming. This is what we're selling. We're selling the T17s, obviously, if we want. But we, on that one little... Oh, we picked up another one. There's one little Scarab really does it all for us. And by the looks of it, it's not even considered that high a Scarab drop, because if you saw, we did not have much in the way of Scarabs. And why this actually works is because we have, if we look at, I think we have 64% chance. If I didn't, oh come on, where are you? %64% chance that one monster in each of your maps drops are connected. We then run that Scarab, and 8 to 10 packs. Oops, go away. 8 to 12 additional packs drop 300% increased chance. So this actually goes to 364% chance. That's why we are sustaining through the roof. And then also that increases the amount of T17s that just keep dropping, because we have 4 void stones dropping 1.6% chance. We're running map stuff on top of that. I'm pretty sure if we go back to some of our old strats that we've tried and we'll drop 6, 7 T17s and 20, that adding that might actually mean we pretty much every 2, every 3 maps have a very high chance of dropping a T17. It is quite the powerful Scarab. This, if it's used properly by enough people, this actually might be a div plus chance to sell. So get in there before people actually realize how powerful this is, because it allows you to drop T17s like crazy, and 120 chaos per map. Ignore them, they're just trying to get sold. And plus some of them are actually trying to bring the price down, because I've seen some and they're just been up there for a while. But these are trying to get sold, but do not sell them any less than 120. 125, 130, you might sit there for a little while, like a couple of days, because 120 is like the agreed price. But 120, no less. Do not undercut yourself just to get a quick sale. Sell all your maps. Doesn't have to be good. You can sell them unidentified. Sell them for 120 a piece and just rake in the profit. But let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about the Exile Scarabs. But because I reckon any Scarab you got, just go sell them to this guy up here, even if it's just for 1 chaos. Get rid of them. It's not worth it. Or give them to a friend and say, yeah, go try them. Just swap me all your multitudes, and we'll be all square. Swap them like 1 for 10. They'll go for it, and you'll just rake in the profit, and they'll go, whoa. But I'll catch you next time. Hit all those buttons, and if you wish to support the channel, hit the super thanks under the video. And I'll be doing something next time, and I'm not exactly sure what.